Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am presenting vangtichai, a Flutter-based utility app designed to calculate the minimum number of Bangladeshi taka notes required for any given amount. The name vangtichai means I want change, and the app solves the common problem of determining the most efficient way to break down currency. The first thing you'll notice is the interface. If we zoom it a bit, um, yeah, we can see this interface, right? So it uses a custom-built numeric keypad. I intentionally avoided the system keyboard to ensure a calculator-like experience that feels consistent across all Android devices. The app is built entirely in Flutter and Dart, as we can see .dirt file in every sectors. So focusing on high responsiveness and it like real-time feedback. So let's look at the logic. At the heart of this app is the greedy change-making algorithm. In Bangladesh, we use a specific set of denominations, 500, 100, 50, 20, 10, 5, 2, and 1 taka. To find the minimum number of notes, the app starts with the largest possible value and works its way down. In my change calculator service class, which is in here, in this change calculator class, I implemented this using Dart's integer division and modulo operators. For example, if we enter 688 taka, okay, let's try it out. Okay, 600, sorry, 688 taka. Okay, so when we enter 688 taka, the app first sees how many 500s does it fit. Then it takes the remainder and checks for hundreds and so on. So this calculation happens instantly every time a digit is pressed. There is no lag because the algorithm is highly efficient, ensuring the user sees the updated note counts in real time. So whenever we press any numbers, it is just getting iterated on the right side of every kind of digits. So this is what it does. And clear means it clears all the values. So yeah, if we press kind of like 688, it basically means that it will fit 500, 500 taka, 100 taka, 150 taka, 120 taka, 110 taka, 15 taka, 12 taka, and 1 taka, kind of like this. So if we sum it up, these values, we get 688, and so on. We can give a larger number also, 6885. It basically means that there are 13 500 taka, 300 taka, and so on and so on, which will add up to 6885 taka. So this is how the logic actually works, by checking from larger to lower values. Yeah, and from a technical perspective, I followed a modular architecture. If we look at the project structure, I've separated the concerns into different folders. The services folder contains the math logic here. Yeah. So the services folders contain this one. This services folder contains actually the main home screen. Actually, because this services folder actually contains the math logic. The widgets filter contains the UI components like the amount header, the denomination list, and the keypads. The screens folder contains the main home screen, which we can see in here, home screen Dart. Every kind of home screen files are in screens. Denomination is in models, and the services like change calculator.dart are in services, and also the widgets like amount header and these are all in the widget sectors. This kind of works like features, but actually these are like UI components. So this modularity makes the code easy to maintain. For instance, the keypad button is a reusable widget with custom styling, which is we can see in here, keypad button. We can see that this one that we made is a reusable widget with custom styling, consistent spacing, and a slight corner radius. By building the UI this way, I avoided code duplication and ensured that the app remains null safe and follows modern Flutter best practices. A key requirement was that the app must work perfectly on both phones and tablets. I used an orientation builder uh, orient to create a truly adaptive layout. In portrait mode, which you can see on phones like the Pixel XL, in here, this portrait mode, uh, the the app uses a vertical flow. The denomination list occupies the left side, and a three-column keypad, which we can see sits on the right side. Uh, However, when we rotate to landscape mode, especially on a tablet like the Nexus 10 or even this Pixel XL uh, app, it completely reorganizes itself. We can see if we press in here, uh, and yeah, it gets rotated, and hence we get the file again, just like how it is, just like how it was before. We can rotate again and again and again, and it will automatically adjust. So yeah, so this is the thing. So it splits the denominations into two columns to fill the horizontal space and switches to a four-column keypad. Yeah, we can see these rotations in here. So I use expanded and flexible widgets throughout to ensure there are never any render flex overflow errors, regardless of the screen size or aspect ratio. Another critical feature is state preservation. In many apps, if we rotate the screen, the data resets. In vangtichai, the home screen is a stateful widget that preserves the amount string and the counts map across orientation changes. You can type the complex number, rotate the device, and your data remains exactly where you left it. I also paid close attention to small details. Leading zeros are prevented, so the input behaves like a real calculator. The clear button, actually, as I said before, it spans two columns in the keypad for better reachability and resets the display to a clean Taka state. The app bar uses a professional teal color contrasting with a clean white background for maximum readability. And finally, to ensure the app meets university standards, I conducted extensive testing. I verified the layouts on the Pixel XL. We can see in here. Actually, we have tested in four kind of devices. We tested on the Pixel XL, which is 411 into 731 dp for standard phone testing, and also we tested in the Nexus 10 tablet to ensure the dual column landscape mode works are intended. I also tested on modern devices like the Pixel 8 and Pixel 9 to ensure compatibility with newer Android versions. So I ran the Flutter Analyze tool and the built-in widget tests, and the project has zero errors or warnings. I have also prepared a full GitHub repository with a clean commit history and proper documentation, including a README and an AI usage declaration. So in conclusion, vangtichai is a complete, responsive, and logically sound solution for currency calculation. It demonstrates how Flutter can be used to build high-quality adaptive tools with a focus on both UX and clean architecture. If we try in here, we can, let's say if we play the Pixel 9 or Nexus 10, let's say we run the Nexus 10. So let's see, how does it do? What does it do? It's starting up now. So if we select from here now, see, it automatically showed me this one. Okay, we need to zoom it out, zoom in a little bit. Yeah. um, wait, Nexus 10 mobile we selected, and then we run the file again. So it will actually run the file. And it's actually done. Uh, we can also pick something like Pixel 9. Okay, if we pick Pixel 9 and it says starting up. So after it starts, we will select this device and show. Yeah, see? In the Pixel 9, it shows also clearly, nicely. So this is how we do it actually. So thank you for your time.